Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game, and I'm being joined by the man, Mr. Abner Mares. Now you are, like you mentioned, some people seem to have forgotten, you're an Olympian, 3-division world champion, looking to win your 4th title, moving up in weight. I know you're kind of sick of those questions about weight.
No, it's okay.
But first off, you seem super intense in there. What would it mean for you to win this title in this weight division?
Look, first of all, thank you for bringing that up. I'm an ex-Olympian 2004 Athens, Greece. I've been a 3-time world champion in 3 weight classes, 3 different weight classes. People have forgotten about, what I've done already. I'm going for my 4th. And this is just another tough fight. Yes, no doubt, all fights are tough. But I know what I'm capable of doing. I know of my courage. I know my technique. And it's just gonna be a great fight. Gervonta Davis is a hell of a fighter and great talent. So it just you put two of those styles together and it just makes for an explosive fight.
Yeah. Now he is undefeated. He is still very young. But you mentioned, was it something you saw on social media that really intrigued you? That you said, you know what? Yeah. Let me move up and challenge him.
Look, the kid. And when I say his record, people will be like, oh, damn, why are you taking up at? He's 20-0, 19 knockouts. He's only been the distance once. What does that tell you? Yes, that he has power, but also that he has no experience. He's not been there many rounds is what I mean. So that's where I come in as the veteran, the experienced fighter, and take him in deep waters and really test him out. His heart hasn't been tested. His willingness hasn't been tested. Yes, he's a great, talented fighter, but I'm here to really challenge him and to see if he's got what it takes. I honestly feel that he doesn't, or maybe he will in the future. But I plan on taking his O and becoming the man to beat him. And again, it's just a tough fight. Yes, I saw something, and it's that the experience that I hold.
Now, what do you hope to capitalize? Is there something in particular where, I read in an interview you said after 3 rounds he seems to fade a little?
He is. He's so focused on his power that, he looks for that knockout the first 3 rounds, and then once he doesn't get it, he gets frustrated. Again, that's where I come in. The experience comes in, and I've seen that. He's talking about I flew over here, I went straight to the gym, so that lets you know that he knows that he has to train hard to face me. So I'm already in his head. He said, before I go to sleep, I watch Abner Mares videos. He watches my videos. What does that let you know again? That I'm in his head. He knows that he's in. So that already lets me know that I'm a tough opponent already in his head. So I've been here, done that. So I just got to go in there and train myself, train hard mentally, physically, and really go out there and get the win for my people. It's here in LA. He's from Baltimore. I'm hometown. So I take advantage of every opportunity, and just. And really perform and give the fight fans a great fight. I told you guys at the press conference, you guys sit back, look pretty, and I let us do the fighting and give you guys that excitement. And that's what we plan on doing.
And speaking of excitement, you said that you will be changing up your style. So do you kind of have some sparring partners in mind to help you along with the changes?
You got to bring in the young blood, the young breed. I'm sparring 18-year-olds. I'm sparring, 20-year-old kids that got the energy, the endurance, like him. I believe he's like 23, 22. And I'm just saying, I got to bring those type of sparring partners. And they feed you that energy, you know what I'm saying? So, and his style is just different. He's a slick fighter, softball. Hard to find those sparring sessions, sparring partners, but thank God we have a few already, and we started sparring. As you can tell, I have a few bruises here and there, but it's part of the training. It's part of the training. You work hard, you have a hard training camp, and make it for an easy fight.
And what do you think, because a bit earlier you said see he's 20-0 undefeated, but you look at his opponents. So have you been impressed with his record, or what is your thoughts on his past opponents?
Look, more than impressed on this record, I'm not, because I faced fighters that are undefeated. I faced fighters that had the same amount of knockouts, if not more. But I am a fan of his style. He's a fan-friendly style. He's got power. He moves really well. But not impressed on his record, and the names on that record are not big names. are foes that were picked and chosen for him to look spectacular, in which he did. And now he's facing a really true veteran, a true champion, and let's see what he does.
Do you think he will be more challenging than Leo Santa Cruz, or?
I think so. Styles make fights. Even though Leo's a veteran and a tough opponent, I think Gervonta's just the style is just going to present that he's going to present with. It's for a tough opposition because his movement, his speed. So it's a different challenge is what I'm trying to say. Leo was more endurance, more power because I was there toe to toe with him. And with this guy, it's just minor things that I'm gonna have to adjust to, and really go in there and perform with the experience and being smart in there.
Yeah, and you seem very excited, very enthusiastic. But you've, like I said, fought for the title, won the title multiple times, multiple weight classes. So would you say that you've never been this motivated, like you're more motivated for this fight? Or would you say, you know what, it's comparable to my other title fights?
It's comparable, but I'm definitely more excited this time around in this fight. Why? Because it's when you're at work, you do base same routine over and over. You get tired of it, and then when you get a challenge at work, hey, you gotta go you gotta go get this guy, get this interview. Is like a challenge for you. For me, fighting one of the toughest guys in another weight class is a challenge. So I work twice as hard now. I get up. I swear to God, I smile. I'm like, oh man, I got this big fight. Let's go run. Let's go train. It excites me. As I'm talking about it right now, it just, you can see the excitement in my face. Like, it's just one of those fights that bring the best out of you. And there's always those fights. And I believe this is going to be it for me.
And I love that you do have that, hunger and that mentality where, you tell yourself if it's challenging, you want to take it, you want to try it.
And honestly, it's definitely a challenge for me. And as a mature man that I am, I have a teen daughter. I have a 13-year-old daughter who I like to, even when I fight, I like to teach them a lesson of life. I'm taking a tough opposition, and I tell my teen, I tell her, there's going to be times in your life that you're going to have to take on tough challenges, and not just because people tell you can't do it and that no, there's no way you could do it, you're not going to take them. You go in there and take them, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I plan on proving my daughter, and she, just really life lesson to her and everybody out there that, go out there and prove people wrong. Go out there, people say that you can't, prove them that yeah, you can, and just never give up. Always be mentally strong.
Good, yeah, very inspiring. But do you kind of like, just being that underdog and being like, what, let me just try to prove everyone wrong. It'll be sweeter in the end, or how's
it's always, honestly, it is. Because when you go in there knowing that you're going to win, and then the fight fans are like, oh, good fight, Abner, I know we're going to win. It's just like, okay. But when they tell you, hey, man, this is a tough fight, man, you're going to lose, man. There's a guy that said, hey, how many rounds are you going to knock him out? And like, yo, bro, it's not as easy as fight as he thinks it is going to. So that just awakes the hunger, the motivation inside me. And really just, if anything, it's helping me out just to train even harder.
And what statement are you hoping to make?
The biggest statement of my career, that I could do it, I can do it, and I will do it. Become 4-time world champion in a four weight class.
And lastly, you guys had the face-off. What did you see in his eye?
Honestly, I was expecting a little bit more of him, knowing that he's a little flashy, talks. I was expecting a little push or maybe a little talk in my ear about, how he's going to beat me. But no, it was just a regular face-off. I mean, I saw his eyes were locking on mine, and he was just telling me that he's going to be ready for this fight, and let's do it. I'm excited. I hope he trains hard, and let's give the fans a hell of a fight.
And how do you hope to be remembered and your legacy?
I hope I'm remembered as charming, just overall great fighter, a fighter that fought everyone, anywhere, anytime, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, win, lose, draw, I just like to give the fight fans great, spectacular fights, and that's how I plan on going out. Honestly, even after this fight, I'm gonna take another tough fight and just keep it going.
Yes, February 9th in California. Once again, thank you so much for your time and congratulations on your continued success.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.